So Halo is also a fractional laser, but it's ablative and non-ablative. So
Mhm.
basically what that means is non-ablative is we're fractionating the skin, we're getting deep into the skin, but we're not taking a layer of skin off on the top.
Mhm.
When you get into ablative, that means that we're taking a small thin layer of skin on the very top. The benefit of having that dual
Mhm.
is because most people don't have just one issue,
Mhm.
right?
Yeah.
So on the top layer, they might have pore size, that their
Mhm.
pores are really stretched out over time that might drive them
Mhm.
crazy. They might have those fine lines that kind of are just on that very surface. So having that ablation to kind of take that off,
Mhm.
some sun damage is on the very
Mhm.
surface. But then also being able to go deeper into the skin, so if we have like acne scars
Yeah.
or we have deeper wrinkles, which are scars,
Yeah.
we can stimulate that collagen and kind of plump that up. So it is great for kind of hitting it on both
Yeah.
angles. So it's great for acne scars, great for anti-aging, great for fine lines and wrinkles, pore, texture. It's just a nice anti-aging laser.
Yes. So let's talk about downtime because it's a little more
Yeah.
extensive. I wouldn't say it's bad, but I've
Yeah.
noticed with my Halo, the swelling
Hmm.
is a little bit different from any of the other devices that I've
Yeah.
experienced.
Yeah.
So it's usually, what would you say, 5 to 7 days?
So I usually will ask, and this is kind of a strange question, but I usually will ask people like, when you get a bug bite, do you swell?
Mm-hmm.
If you are a sweller, when you get a bug bite, you're going to be a sweller when you get
Yeah.
laser.
Yes.
So I usually will tell people, understand that if that is an issue,
Mm-hmm.
there's a couple of things that you can kind of combat it.
Mm-hmm.
One is we have a product CMT that is great.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, doing the salmon
Yep.
is also another one
That
that is
helps a lot.
great. It
Mm-hmm.
helps a lot. Also, just kind of being a little propped up when you sleep that first night, because a lot of times when you have swelling, it's around the eyes,
Mm-hmm.
and people will ask, they're like, "Well, you didn't laser,
Mm-hmm.
inside my orbital rim.
Mm-hmm.
Why am I swollen there?"
Yeah.
And it's just when we sleep at night, the water is causing that little bit of
Mm-hmm.
swelling in that area. Which reminds me that when it comes to lasers, I always tell my clients, drink tons and tons of water.
Stay hydrated,
Stay
people.
hydrated
Mhm.
because you will actually get better results when you're hydrated versus
Yes.
when you're dehydrated.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, especially on a laser like this that's looking for water,
Mhm.
being nice and hydrated
Mhm.
is you're going to have better results from the
Really
treatment.
helps.
Mm-hmm.
Because this is a more aggressive laser,
Mm-hmm.
you typically need less treatments than
Mm-hmm.
some of the other ones.
Mm-hmm.
If someone comes in with all of the issues that you just listed out, what
Mm-hmm.
are you recommending for them?
So it depends, like everything, it depends on the person. I normally will say 1 to 2 treatments,
Mhm.
depending on what is your expectations.
Yeah.
Some people will say, "Oh, I just want to see some improvement. I don't have to be like a 180 type
Mhm.
of improvement."
Mhm.
So I'll say, let's do one and see what
You're
happens.
right.
Let's have you come back in. Let's do another Visia on you, and take a look. And then if we feel like we need to do another halo, we can do another halo, or we might end up just doing a BBL or a
Mhm.
Moxie or a chemical peel. There's lots of other options.
Mhm.
So I don't normally try to overpromise and tell somebody you're going
Right.
to have this amount of
Yeah.
treatments. But Halo is definitely one of those that is great for doing at least one, maybe two, depending on where you're starting,
Mhm.
especially if it's somebody who's a little bit older and has deeper scarring
Mhm.
or acne scarring, they're
Mhm.
probably going to need to.
Mhm.
And then it's once a year
Yeah.
coming in and getting a treatment done.
Yeah. Okay. So before and afters.
Yeah.
And
So,
she has great skin to
yeah.
start with.
Yeah, she's got great skin. You can definitely see it's much brighter
Mhm.
after the treatment. Those fine lines and wrinkles are softening. Just the overall health and brightness of the skin
Mhm.
definitely improved with her treatment.
It's really good.
Hmm. And a lot of people will ask me, do you want to do, how quickly do you want an improvement? So when it comes to the difference between like maybe a Moxie or a Halo,
Mhm.
sometimes I'm like, if you're okay with a little bit more downtime, let's just knock it out with a
Yeah.
Halo. And other people are like, I don't
Yeah.
know if I want that downtime. So maybe let's do a series of
Right.
Moxies, and then add in something
Yeah.
along the way.
Very customizable.
Hmm. So
She looks incredible.
yeah. So this is one that you're like, hey, this is the anti-aging laser. This is really helping with those fine lines and wrinkles. But the difference between fine lines are just kind of on that surface,
Mm,
where wrinkles are more like scars, are really deep and stagnant. So even when you're not making a facial expression, they're still kind of stuck there.
mhm,
So doing a halo really plumps up that collagen. So the collagen plumps up the skin, the elastin gives it that snap back. So this has really kind of helped her look a lot more youthful.
mhm.
I mean, she looks like 10 years younger.
Without a facelift.
Yes. So, I mean, can't beat that. Same with her.
Mhm,
So you can definitely tell, like, not only just on the face, but, along the neck area. It just helps kind of tighten and lift that skin, help with the texture and feel. And I don't think people realize you actually, I feel like, look older when you have discoloration on your skin.
mhm,
When you clear that discoloration, you get rid of the brown spots and those red spots, the
mhm.
skin just looks healthier
Right.
and younger.
Yeah.
So just being able to clear that with having the halo, being able to take off that damage that's on the surface and going deep to kind of plump and tighten things up,
Mhm.
really just kind of makes you look younger.
Yeah. Yeah.